guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So we have a new Extreme Super Battle Road stage available to us. This is the Revenge stage. So this one is definitely going to be a little bit tricky. The next couple of Extreme Super Battle Road stages are for pretty weak category teams. So these potentially could be tough no-item runs, right? Looking at some of these stages, right? Because these stages, when they dropped a couple of years ago, were actually really tough. So, what I was thinking about we would do is we could just go in here and just like the Connected Hope stage of Super Battle Road, where we could kind of like destroy it using Orange Piccolo, we can pretty much do the same thing here in this Super Battle Road stage. We will bring items. We're not going to go for a no-item attempt here. This one, I think, is going to be a tricky no-item. But we definitely will be able to do it. We use Ghost Ushers and then, there's Shichi. We definitely will be able to do it because we have a lot of stunning characters, right? All of the Mai's are able to stun. So utilizing them, we probably, will be able to get this going. Yeah, so dude, Team Bardock is an Extreme Super Battle Road stage coming up. Inhuman Deeds, Earthling, Special Pose, Majin Power, Rapid Growth, All Out Struggle, and Saviors. So we do have some kind of wonky ones coming right up. So, alright, let's go ahead and jump in here. We can bring... What support memory will I bring here? I guess we'll just bring the, Kakarot. We'll bring Kakarot, which will give us the buff. This will buff the Orange Piccolos, who are the main characters we want to utilize here. A shame that there isn't like a Time Traveler or a Future buff one, because we could buff all the other Trunks and Mai's and stuff like that we're rocking, which could be very, very helpful, right, to sort of get that going. I think we'll play the Piccolo's intro one time. I don't feel like there's any reason for us not to play that, right? Plus, I mean, this is one of my favorites, for sure. Alright, so Piccolo, again, is going to be buffed by the support memory, right? It's not going to hit any of the other Trunks and Mai's, but it is going to hit Piccolo. So I think in terms of going for the no-item run for this, probably something like this is what we're going to want to do. But it's just going to rely on a lot of stuns. So, like, if we examine this turn right here, this would be fine if, like, all of the attacks were just coming in at Piccolo. So, I'm actually just going to... I'm not even going to play around here. We're just going to use, like, a Nurse Chi-Chi right here. Like, we have some pretty weak characters here. I think what I will do, however, is this, yeah. Now that we have them Ghost Ushered, we can kind of, you know, take advantage of this. Let's go for, I think, a stun on Zarbon. And then we'll go ahead and try and take out Dodoria here. Let me take a look at this AGL Trunks. It's been quite a while since I've busted this guy out. Yeah, I mean, his stats are just not really so crazy. I hate that he doesn't get defense on his 18 key. That certainly is a huge concern, right? The one good thing is that Mai does link up decently with Orange Piccolo, though, to be able to give him a lot of stats. Remember, Orange Piccolo will be huge in these runs because he can stun as well. So both Orange Piccolo, like all of these Mai's could potentially stun. We could potentially even utilize the active skill for the AGL Trunks and Mai. I believe that's turn 3. Yeah, if there's another Trunks or Mai around, which we easily would have. So not really too bad here. Okay, we're good. We're not going to need to use an item here. No way. Yeah, nice. We'll be able to get rid of Dodoria right here, and we should be good. Okay. I'll have to sort of like see how many what the layout of these fights is gonna look like. But again, I think the no-item run is gonna look something just like this, right? It's just a matter of getting some good RNG with the enemy attacks being placed near the start, and we could have Orange Piccolo kind of absorb it all, and then, like, you know, we could have the Mai's kind of get like a lot of stuns off, right? That AGL Mai, she has a 70% chance to stun. I believe the STR, LR Trunks, and Mai, they're up to, what, 50% after their EZA? So that's pretty decent, right? Yeah, and this is the thing with this team. I mean, this is a full Dragon Ball Super team we're running right here, right? Well, no, except for this guy. This is the one non-Dragon Ball Super character here. So what that means is we'll be able to potentially even utilize Orange Piccolo, which, I mean, that's going to be very, very good, right? So sure, I mean, we could use this. Let's do it. Alright, y'all already know how this goes, so now Piccolo is just going to go ahead and curb stomp Zarbon right here. Pretty good, though, that we are going to be able to make use out of Orange Piccolo and potentially some of these other active skills, right? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this no-item run actually is not going to be so bad, huh? Because it's just like Piccolo, Ultimate Gohan as well. Both of these characters are just very well sort of constructed and designed for like these Super Battle Road type fights, right? Because they have their guard for the first several turns. They're able to attack debuff on their 18 key. They've got stun on their 12 key, right? Like they just have a lot of tools to really sort of impact a lot of these bosses here in like a Super Battle Road environment. So that's good. That's good. And especially being able to utilize, you know, the strongest portion of this character right here, which is this Orange Piccolo transformation. In a Super Battle Road setting, the second that we get to this guy's transformation, we win, right? At any point in any of these fights, Piccolo transforms, we've already won. All right, so let's see what we got here. What is the last fight? I can't remember. I definitely remember doing the no-item runs in these. But I can't remember sort of like what all of the fights are. I guess I could always look it up, right? Well, but it's like we'll keep the suspense going. All right, what do we got right here? All right, we already saw this. Here, let me turn on the skip actually. Bam. Okay. So, I mean, I don't think we need to use an item here. I mean, but do I really want to like go for that? Do I really want to risk that though is the question, because like all I have to do is just pummel him, and I mean Mai has a 70% chance to stun right here. Let me just curious, we'll just do a quick little scouting run real fast before we really jump into the thick of things. Piccolo, of course, is more than okay, right? Like he's gonna be able to completely dominate. Could he actually just kill this dude in like one hit? Let me see. Remember, AGL Mai has a 70% chance to stun. Nearly he does. Wow, okay. That's pretty good. And we did debuff him too. They both supered Piccolo, which is going to do nothing. Wow. It's just like having him here. So, like, Mai, if she doesn't stun, I mean, she'll take some damage. I don't think we'd die, though. She did stun. We still have to worry about the STR enemy, but we have type advantage. What was that, 19,000? It's not even so bad. Yeah, I think that this is probably only going to take a try or two. The fact that, yeah, we get turns like this, it's just free. All right, well, maybe, okay, so, I mean, this is why when characters come out, I always do go crazy. Like, oh, look, you know, he's on Revenge, he's on Connected Hope, this character's on Namekians, you know, Time Traveler. Right? Like, when you're on some of these teams like this is the value of that. Is now, you know, Orange Piccolo is a Red Zone character. He's designed for Red Zone. He's designed for Cell Max. But he's on all these shitty teams, so he can just carry through, like, all content in the game. Piccolo really is, right now, a very worthy, like, carrying the mantle. Oh, it's just chilled by himself. But Piccolo is very worthily carrying the mantle of best unit in the game right now, I think. Okay. Yeah, this is not a difficult no-item run at all, actually. It's just simply a matter of, like, going into the first two fights. So basically, you just need Piccolo in each rotation, and then the first two fights, you just need a lot of the attacks aimed at the start, and then your stunners can just gain control here. Yeah, this is not bad whatsoever. Okay. I will use an item here, but we don't need to. But I will, right? Oh, I shouldn't have used a Ghost Usher. I'm a Muppet. I want to save my Ghost Ushers. I don't want to just, like, spam Ghost Ushers. That's okay. We could just go ahead and do that. What's likely to happen here, though, is Piccolo is probably just going to, you know, do, I don't know, a fourth of this guy's health. And then one of the two Mais should be able to stun him. And then at that point, it's just going to be GG. And he does have a lot of health, I guess. But again, with all of the different Mais all over here, like, we're just going to be stunning like crazy. Because she's got 70%. This Mai is at 50%. Yep. LR Chunks and Mai is at 50%. So it's like, we're just going to, like, slowly whittle these bosses down, right? And then potentially getting, like, a lot of these stuns up and stuff like that. So pretty good. So let me know what you guys think of the... What stage is this? This is Revenge. Revenge Extreme Super Battle Road. I mean, it certainly could be tricky. I mean, with no Piccolo, this is definitely going to be a lot harder. Let me just take a look at the Revenge category, because the problem is that I believe Revenge only has, yeah, it only has the one leader right now. It's still AGL Bardock. The Saiyan Day 2020 character is still the only leader for this category. Oh, we could pop this. Sure, let's go ahead and pop this. I don't get a chance to see this one very often. And at this point, I guess we'll just go ahead and transform an Orange Piccolo and just wrap this up, right? I mean, there's no reason not to. But, I mean, it would have been smarter to potentially save that, because we do get the guaranteed stun and stuff like that. But, I mean, whatever. I don't know. Actually, I guess I will probably just let this turn play out right here, because we did get the stun. And then next turn, we'll go ahead and transform an Orange Piccolo on the next turn, I think is what we'll do. But, I mean, at this point, this dude is just stun locked. Yeah, so I guess we could potentially try and just save the Orange Piccolo transformation, even, until Chilled is not stunned, right? Like, the second one of these characters don't stun him, it's like, okay, now we will transform an Orange Piccolo, and we'll try and just blitz him in terms of damage. So, pretty good. Looking at the Revenge roster, there are really good options on here, right? Like, we have LR Golden Frieza, we have LR Metal Cooler. If we had, like, an actual leader we could run, that wouldn't be too bad, right? In LR Cell is on here as well. Like, we do have some very powerful characters. Tech Ultimate Gohan is still good for this type of situation. I like Physical Super Saiyan Bardock is a solid character. But the problem with all of them, let's do this, is that, again, like, that would involve us running AGL Bardock, the Saiyan Day Bardock on the team. Which, I mean, if you guys remember, that Saiyan Day Bardock, yeah, he was getting cooked in this stage. This Chill does bring back memories of thinking, like, oh, awesome, we could transform with Bardock, and then he just gets obliterated by this Chilled right here. So, yeah, if we had just, like, any type of better Revenge leader, like, there's just so many good options that we could run now, right? Like, that in LR Cell Easy, he would go so hard in this stage. LR Metal Cooler would be phenomenal in here as well, right? Like, we have several options for sure. All right, well, there we go. There is the Revenge Extreme Super Battle Road stage. Again, I should be able to get the no item run for this stun. Maybe in a try or two. I don't really see it. It's just as long as, like, Piccolo is not in, like, slot 6 and slot 7 or something like that. I don't think that this one really would be too bad. Like, we nearly could have gone through that. Like, that initial run could have nearly been a no-item run, too, which is crazy. So let's go ahead and grab our rewards. We get the currency, we get the medals to EZA, the Trunks, and Bulma. We have not yet seen the details for what their EZA is, by the way. And then we get some more equips. At this point, though, I mean, these equips are still good to have, but certainly we now, I mean, equips, there's just so many good equips everywhere, right? But still, pretty nice. So, let me know what you guys think of the Revenge Extreme Super Battle Road stage. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.